Hello everyone, this is Alex with another devlog video for March 21, 2017. I know it's been a while since the last devlog, it's been over a month I think. I've just been busy with other stuff. But I have been working on the game and I want to show off the changes right now. So, for starters, the most obvious change that I've made is the font. I went ahead and changed the default font from like a generic Arial font to this new, more stylized one. I actually got it off the Gamemaker marketplace, and I think it really enhances the visuals. I'll be the first to admit that it's not the most readable font, but I think it's fine. I think the benefit that I get from this new interesting font outweighs any readability issues, because the font just makes everything look nicer. It makes the title font obviously pretty bad, so I obviously have to redo the Super Bounce Cube font title. But yeah, this new font is great. I really like it. I went through a bunch trying to find one that fits, and I think this one fits pretty good. Like a little bouncy or thick font, which just makes sense to me. So there's that. I added some color to a lot of the titles in the options screen. More color is obviously better. The achievement titles I also colored in, so now it's more obvious which achievement is tied to which description. So red achievement, orange achievement, so on. Again, like I said, the font there, I think any readability issues stem from the fact that it's just a very striking white font. I think if I were to change that white font to a slightly darker one, like a light gray, I think it might help the readability issues. Adding a little black shadow behind it, I may increase the shadow or decrease it, seeing what makes it more readable. But I like it. I definitely like it so far. If we go ahead and go into the stage select, another change was the highlighting of the towers. When you mouse over, the tower gets a little highlight, signifying that you're selecting it, making it more obvious. They won't highlight if they're locked, so that makes it letting you know that you don't have access to this tower. In addition, if you do click on a tower that's not unlocked, I have a little animation there showing off that requires 20 stars, making it again more obvious that that's what you need to unlock this tower. Ruby Fortress, I added a little light effect on the light block. Since that's one of the themes of this level is the darkness, so I added that. It looks good to me. Diamond Obelisk, added the portal effect to the portals, so now they look just like they do in game. I went ahead and finally changed the graphic for the Gold Citadel, so now it looks more like a tower. Like I said, I tried to make it look like it's gold bars that are sitting on top of each other, and I think it came out pretty good. It's not as yellow. For some reason, it's not showing up as yellow as much, even though I didn't change the image blend. I just got to go in there and tweak the color settings a bit so that it's more gold-like, more yellow. And then I tweaked the boss graphic a little, which I have now decided that I hate. Really don't like that boss graphic, but I'm not gonna change it because I already did not want to make this many changes to the PC version of the game, and I've already ended up making way more changes than I had planned. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'll leave any more graphical changes to the sequel of this game. So there's that. Another change that I made that won't be obvious is the controller input. I recently discovered that I was only looking at the first gamepad that was connected, and if for whatever reason your gamepad was detected as being the second controller in the second slot or third or fourth or whatever, the game wouldn't detect it. So I went ahead and added some logic so that it doesn't matter how many controllers you have plugged in whether they're plugged in into the quote-unquote first slot or second slot. The game will now detect your controller, and it should function appropriately. Why isn't it turning? Okay. Why isn't my controller working? I just got finished saying how I added detecting for this, and now it's not working. Anyways, I will look into that later. Never mind. Anyways, let's continue with the changes. Light effect, controller. Okay, yeah. I also added this cool camera smoothing effect. So as you can see, when the level starts, the camera pans over, and now it pans over in just a smoother, how do I say this? Direct way. As in, the camera isn't going to scrape on the sides of the level like it used to. It used to, get to the bottom and then just go through the bottom, or go scrape on the side of the level. But now it detects exactly the right distance it needs to travel, and it moves like that. Hard to describe, but it's easy to understand when you look at it. It's just a lot smoother. If I go to a bigger level, it's even more obvious. That wasn't big. This one should work. Yeah, see, the camera went straight to the player, and it didn't scrape on the sides like it used to. So that's good. Also, another change is the bar, the health bar graphic. Instead of being those generic red circles or red squares, it now uses the same graphic as the player's skin. So it just adds a little personality to the health bar, instead of just being those red squares that didn't really mean anything. Now it's more obvious that they represent the player. And if I were to change my skin, so does the graphic for the health. Little tweak that I think makes the game a little better, a little nicer. Also, this level has the darkness effect, and eventually when it gets really dark, you'll see that I went ahead and reduced the level of opaque level of the darkness, and so now it's not completely dark. You can actually see the level. In fact, I think it's a little too bright. Like, I don't actually want to be able to see the blocks this clearly. So I'm probably gonna make it a little bit more opaque, but yeah, I don't want to make the level completely dark, because I think the game is a little too difficult. So this change will make these dark levels a little easier, which is what I'm going for now. As you can see, you can, especially since the blocks are yellow, they stand out more. If the blocks were a little darker, they wouldn't stand out as much. But yeah, that's the darkness. So yeah, those are the main changes I made. I did make a lot of background changes, optimizations for different things, to make the game run a little smoother. When I was dealing with some surfaces, if the game was paused, there would be issues if you come back to the game because the surface wouldn't exist. So now I'm checking for if the surfaces exist more in more places, so that helps. But yeah, those are the changes that I made so far. I also went ahead and went through race mode and tweaked a lot of the times. Some levels simply were impossible with the changes that I made, and some levels were too easy with the changes that I made. So right now I don't have it locked because I started a new file. But eventually I'll show that off. I'll show off race mode and marathon mode just to talk about them. But I did spend the whole week retweaking all the required times for race mode. And yeah, the game is coming along pretty well. I think the main change I have to do now is go through all the tutorial screens and fix some of the inaccuracies in the text. For example, this very first level, it's gonna tell you to press on the left side of the screen to jump, which technically you can still do, I think. Did I remove that? Check. Yeah, I did remove that. Yeah, I don't want to be able to jump like that. So instead, you have to press obviously the keyboard or the gamepad. So I just got to go in there and redo the language because it's obviously still has the touch screen text for when this game was the Android game, the porting over some of that stuff. So yeah, I got to redo the tutorial text. A couple other little text tweaks here and there. A couple, since there's new strings, I have to redo or add more Spanish translation stuff. Go into change to Spanish. I think there's still some text. Actually, I did redo all this text, that's right. But there's definitely some text in different places that I haven't translated still. Yeah, all this is good. The names of the skins and the trails I'm not translating because they don't make, it would be kind of weird. Names are excused from being translated in my opinion, so I'm not going to worry about translating the name of stuff, only the descriptions and whatnot. But yeah, other than that, the translating and tutorial text, other than that, there's not very more changes I need to do. I just need to go through the game, verify everything is unlockable and all the achievements are working correctly and everything works, bug testing. Once all that is through, oh yeah, also redo the title text. Once I do that, then the game should be pretty finished. And then I'll be looking for some people to test it if possible. And then hopefully release, relatively soon. I was hoping to release it almost by now, but like I said, I got kind of busy this past month and wasn't able to work on it as much as I'd like. Yeah. That is the current version of the game. I hopefully will make another video in a week. Show off more changes. And thanks for watching. I will see you guys later.